Hi Scorpio, my name is Audrey Alison and this is your June 2014 forecast for the month. I'm recording these on May 31st, the very last day of May, so no better time than the very last day than to get these up for you. Thank you for your patience, I really appreciate it. Thank you also for booking with me. It's been a very hectic May due to the YouTubers and subscribing and Google Plusing me and getting me out there. I really appreciate it and I'm thankful for you. So I just wanted to say that. Let's get into June. I have the cards, I've got the stars, I've got this crazy construction board, dry erase board that I've constructed, and with all these magic markers, I'm excited about it. I'm just going to get into it. Okay, Mercury is retrograding. That's the news for June. On June 7th, Mercury retrogrades at 3 degrees Cancer until the 17th of June. So, this will affect your 9th house. Now, Mercury is going to go deeper though. On the 17th, he goes into Gemini, and this is your 8th house, and through the end of the month. So the 9th and the 8th. This is faraway places, distant travel, long distance travel, higher education, and religions. And the 8th house is regeneration, sex, death, change, shared resources. So what this is going to do, Mercury retrograding means that planet's slowing down in the sky, okay? It doesn't just mean everyone doesn't communicate well. It really depends on what house this is stationed in, where Mercury retrogrades and where that house is for you on your astrological wheel. Now these are solar scopes. It's really best to watch your rising sign. That's the most accurate for transits. But this is your solar scope. So your first house would be considered Scorpio just for this part of it. Now, having a retrograde in the 9th and 8th house could mean that there's a slowing down in your sex life, or you're revising, rethinking, and reanalyzing something from afar, or you're rethinking a change you want to go through. You're rethinking the process in which you are rebirthing yourself. Mercury will just slow down in the sky. This is the second retrograde that he's giving us this year. We have 3 every year, so this one isn't that drastic actually. However, it is in a sister water sign, which is Cancer for you initially in the first half of it. So you really want to use this time period to rest, to recuperate, to relax, to go inward, to rewrite, revise, rethink, reanalyze. That's the benefit of a Mercury retrograde. It really makes you, it gets things right, or things that need to be readjusted can then be implemented when Mercury goes direct after the retrograde. Now Mercury clears his shadow on the 26th of July safely, but it will go direct on effective July 1st. Now, we have another retrograde. There's a lot of planetary retrogrades in June, the most we've had all year. Actually, the most we've had all this year and last year. Neptune is retrograding on June 6th, and this is 7 degrees Pisces in your 5th house. What this means is Neptune is the planet of dreams and fantasy and illusion, disillusionment, delusion, and rose-colored glasses, and addiction, and vices, and drugs and alcohol. So Neptune retrograding, actually, that's the way Neptune is direct. When Neptune retrogrades, he actually allows us to see things more clearly in that 5th house. 5th house is children, creativity, and romance. So for Scorpios who have children, Neptune could really make you see them in a clearer light, or see what they're going through, or understand them better. It could also mean that any creative or artistic endeavors that you're involved in, you could see them for what they truly are as well, or your romance. This is more lighthearted, not necessarily 7th house relationship or marriages, but for those Scorpios who are strictly just dating, taking things light in the 5th house of romance, you could see your romantic interest for what they really are. You might have had Neptune direct gives you rose-colored glasses, makes you think, you know, a little cloudy, nebulous, energy with Neptune. But now that he's retrograde, you might be like, whoa, who's this person I'm dating? Or the opposite, whoa, they're really cool. Maybe you weren't into the person you're dating, which doesn't really seem right. It's probably the other way around. Okay, so the 13th of June, we have a full moon, 22 degrees Sagittarius, and this is in your second house of money and finances. So with a full moon illuminating that area, you could go through some changes in how you're earning your money. Money could be coming to you in a new way. Also, that deeper retrograde starts on the 17th of Mercury retrograding into Gemini. That's affecting your 8th house. You could actually find your sex life slowing down at this time. And that's okay, because everyone needs a rest here and there. So this could be recuperative rest in that sex sector. Try to say that thrice, in your sex sector. Okay. We also have on the 20th Chiron, which is an asteroid called the Wounded Healer. Chiron is stationed in Pisces. Chiron is also retrograding on the 20th, okay? Okay, so you could be healing from someone in the romantic sector. Chiron wants us to heal, and you could maybe, if Scorpios went through a breakup or if someone dumped you, you could be healing from this and maybe seeing things in that 5th house for what they really are. Maybe this person pulled a caper on you, Scorpio. How's that possible? Scorpios know everything, don't they? Scorpios are so intuitive, but sometimes it actually works against a Scorpio because they automatically assume they know everything, and you can't know everything. Also, Scorpio, you're not the only one that has your secrets, so keep that in mind. On the 21st of June, I'm smiling because that's my birthday, but the sun goes into Cancer that day at 6:51 Eastern Standard Time. This is the first day of summer, the longest day of the year, the summer solstice, and this is affecting your 9th house. The sun is shining in your 9th house of faraway places and long-distance travel. Now, with the Mercury retrograde, I wouldn't recommend traveling long distance. However, if you have something planned, there's nothing you can do about it. You have to live life. So maybe you want to take it easy on maybe how far away you do go. But this is also, the 9th house is adventure and higher education and a lot. The 9th house is a really deep house. It's religion and philosophies and what you believe in, your belief system. So the sun shining here could maybe just bring ideas about going somewhere afar or studying something, learning something that's new or different for you. And of course the sun transits and goes into Cancer for the full month from 6/21 to 7/21. On the 23rd of June, Venus goes into Gemini, and this is in your 8th house again. So Venus is the planet of love and support, going into this 8th house of rebirth and change and death and sex. A lot of 8th house energy for you. And you know what? Of course there is, Scorpio, because on the solar wheel, you are the 8th astrological sign. You rule the 8th house of sex and death and all of those dark secrets and shadiness. But this could work for you because Venus will support this 8th house sector, and where Mercury will be retrograde, let's see, we'll have the sun there, Mercury retrograde there, and then Venus in there as well. So, you know, it might actually balance out that retrograde. It won't be as intense. Like I said earlier, the second retrograde of the year this year isn't as intense, but when it comes October, we'll talk about that one because that's going to be a doozy. Okay, on the 25th of June through the 28th, we have an exact opposition between Uranus and Mars. Mars is stationed and now direct in Aries, and Mars is also your co-ruler. You are ruled by Pluto, which is also retrograde in your 3rd house of communication, but your second ruler is Mars. Mars is direct in your 12th house, and Uranus is stationed in Aries of your 6th house. There's surprise, there's sudden shocks regarding health. Okay, 6th house is health and routine and regimen, and the 12th house is spirituality. you could be going through a change in your physical regimen. You can incorporate more 12th house practices into your health routine, such as yoga, meditation, spirituality, those kind of deeper practices. You could also find something sudden or shocking news regarding your health. You might have to quit doing something or change something up in the routine regarding your health. All for the better. I like to think of things as the glass half full, always positive. So think about doing something important and different in working out, a workout routine or meditation, and incorporating physicality into that somehow. Okay, so the opposition is intense between the 6th and the 12th house, and it happens once every 2 years. Uranus and Mars go at it. But this is just for a couple days, and it might actually give you some insight, because the 12th house is your psyche and premonition, so you might actually be led in the right direction for what exactly to do for that transit. We end the month on the 27th with a new moon, and we're doing full moons to new moons. The new moon is 5 degrees Cancer, and the sister water sign in this 9th house of faraway places again. Scorpio, you might be thinking about going the distance. There's a lot of energy to support that. So just think about waiting to execute those plans until Mercury goes direct, because that could be a pain in the ass trying to travel at that time. Let me pull some cards for you. And also, I'd like to say, if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can reach me at audreyallison.com. And there's a lot of variations of reading length to choose from. And I do tarot readings, and have for decades. But I also incorporate astrology if you'd like. I could do your chart and do an astrological reading as well, or a combination, or just the psychic tarot reading. Here's what's up. Here's what I'm feeling for you, and I'll show you them as well. This is the 9th house of long distance travel. The 3 of Wands is going the distance. What the hell? I just said that. Seriously. And the psychic eye on the boat leads you in the right direction. You know where to go. You're going somewhere far. This is the Lover's card. This represents Gemini. That's Gemini's card, and there's a lot of action for you in Gemini. Oh, and this Gemini is your 8th house of sex, and this is the Lover's card. So you're up to something good, Scorpio. You might actually, okay, so you might actually go the distance to get this. You might be rethinking or reanalyzing something in the Mercury retrograde in your 8th house of sex and 9th house of travel. Hold up. Watch this again, okay? And I talk about in the first 5 minutes your 9th house, Mercury retrograding, and then your 8th house, Mercury retrograding. There's something going on with these two. You're going the distance to get the love you want, or you're thinking about going far away to find love. I also have the Potter, creative endeavors, working with your hands, using your skill set and your hands. And this is the bride and the groom. This is serious commitment or marriage or finding soulmate energy. Scorpio, you've got a lot going on. This is a good combo, but you might have to wait for a minute and think about these things you want first from the 7th of June until maybe the new moon of the 27th. But I really think it's positive. It's kind of refreshing. Scorpios can be very intense, and your cards tend to be very intense. But it seems like there's a change in you, a rebirthing. But this is a necessary thing to have happen. All right, well, I think we've covered everything. If you'd like to book with me, I would love to hear from you. So my name is Audrey Alison, and I'm wishing you a beautiful June. I hope you have a sweet day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.